Hello,
And welcome to Hair Loss Goss.
with me, James.
And me, Sally.
I hope you are all very well. Wow, what episode is this now? 5?
Yeah, but we're going to talk about hair shock today. Hair shock. Oh my God, I cannot tell you how much that is a real thing.
Yeah, but what is it?
Okay, so when people come in to me and have a consultation, I always say you have to mentally prepare yourself to have hair. You think that when you're balding or you're receding, that you're going to love having hair straight away. You are gonna think that everybody on that street knows that you've got a hair system, but they don't. But you're gonna think it because it's so different. Some people get away with it really quickly. Some people love it instantly. Some people, it really affects them for like a good week or two, and it takes them ages.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of psychology behind it, isn't it?
100%.
So I think you look at yourself in the mirror as a bald person or a balding person, and you're used to seeing that image in the mirror, and your brain is going, well, that's you, that's you, that's you, every time you look in the mirror. You then go to get a hair system or a topper or whatever, and
Even though it looked amazing,
even though it looks amazing, after 2 hours, you look in the same mirror, your brain goes, what the hell?
Yeah.
That isn't you.
yeah,
Your face looks weird. This isn't right.
you'll just feel like everybody thinks that because you feel like you got loads of hair, everyone will think that.
Yeah.
But it's not, because you just got the normal amount of hair.
Yeah.
So it's really messed up.
What hair does is it elongates your face. So if you imagine, you remember the Guess Who game when you're a kid?
Yeah.
Does your person have glasses? Is your person bald? Does your person have curly hair?
Yeah.
If you look at those little Guess Who figures, the little fat man that with bald head, he always looks really squat, doesn't he? And round, like a circle. But if you were to put hair on top, like a nice hair system, for example, it elongates your face. So it makes your face look thinner and longer.
Also, it takes 10 years off you.
Anti-aging.
Wow.
You don't need any cream.
If you have no hair, it totally ages you.
Yeah, Jane Fonda has got nothing on.
You look
system.
about 50 when you've not got your
Cheers.
on.
Thank you so
And
much.
now you look about 20.
Well, 30 years off. Bloody hell.
No, seriously
I
though.
don't look 20.
All right, 25.
I've got a daughter that's going to university in September. So that gives you a bit of a hint on my age. But anyway, yeah, it does. But it makes you feel so much better as well. But you, like Sally said, you have to prepare yourself for the fact that you might not like it straight away, but you have to stick with it. You can't just be like, oh no, this is not for me. I'm just going to chuck it away. Or
We've had clients though. We've had a couple that have had so bad hair shock that they've gone home, they've totally freaked out about it and gone, I've ripped it off.
Yeah.
Or the other one that we've had, which is a massive one, which drives me mad, this one, is people just go, they don't understand that what if you start cutting the hair system, that hair ain't going to grow back. Yeah. So they go out with the initial hair shock and I'm like, go with it, keep with it. And then they go to the bloody barbers and the barbers end up absolutely butchering the system. And then they go, I need a new one.
Yeah, the problem with hair systems, as Sally said, is that the hair doesn't grow. It's human hair, right? But it's not growing out of a follicle.
No,
so
the length. Gone.
So we spent a lot of time training, and we also train other people in hair systems. So we know what we're doing. Unfortunately, when you go to a barber's or any hairstylist that hasn't been trained in hair systems, you can't expect them to know how to do it. So there are certain things that they have to be told. We don't ever say, don't go to your barber's to get your sides done. But if you are going to do that, we'll give them some information to give to the barber or whatever. But yeah, this kind of default, oh my God, this is a massive change. It is a massive change. Yeah. But like I said earlier, you don't feel like it's on your head after a while. And it becomes part of you. You sleep in it, you shower in it, you swim in it, you gym in it, everything.
It's like if I went blonde tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God, it would take me days to get used to. It's the same sort of thing, really.
It's exactly.
But yeah, I always tell people they have to mentally prepare themselves that it's going to be a change, but it's a good change. And after a week or so, they're like, oh, I love it now. And it is true. Everything you said to me is true. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. And part of that guidance and support thing that we offer is that, we give them a care guide and we read through it, and it talks everything about washing it, looking after it, maintaining it, conditioning it, hair shock, going on holiday with it, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We give it to them, and we always say, just read it and just digest it And then if you need anything, you can come back
Yeah.
to us.
And it's okay if it takes a week or 2 weeks to get used to, because
Totally.
that's the process of it.
And you'll find that the comments you get from people are not negative. They're like, oh, what have you got on your head?
Another one that people always ask, so if somebody comes in and they go, well, what if somebody notices? I always say the best thing to do is just be really open with your hair system, because then you're not going to have any anxiety about people knowing. But if you don't want to be, like, all people are going to say that they're going to know that there's a change, but they're not going to know what the change is. So they go, oh, you look really well.
Yeah, or if you go had a haircut.
I had a haircut.
Yeah.
And I've had people that have been completely bald, like, and then they've had hair, and the comments are, what made you grow your hair? Like, people don't know it's a system.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
it's getting over that mental bit that you think you've got a system on your head.
Systems are great these days. Some of the systems you can get are incredibly thin. They're more like disposable systems. They'll last a couple of weeks and then you'll have to get a new one. They're not the ones that we would typically recommend, but you can get them, and they're so
Realistic.
It was so realistic. I've had one before, and it's like 0.002 millimeters thin.
Oh, yeah.
This piece of material.
No, but it lasted a day.
A couple of weeks. It wasn't a day. So yeah, it's amazing what they can do. So round off on this episode on hair shock is, yes, prepare yourself that it might happen, but also be aware that you won't always feel like that.
No, you'll get over it.
And once the hair system settles down, because it's always a bit poofy when it's first installed, once it's settled down after a few washes, you'll be fine and you'll be rocking that look. Nobody's business.
And you won't want to go back.
Absolutely not. Right, well, I think that's the end of this episode. Bit of a shorter one today.
Yeah.
And we'll be back soon with some more exciting content from Hair Loss Goss.
See you soon, guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.